And I do want to take our eyes off of domestic issues for a moment and look abroad. I want to look at the Middle East because it's important to note, first of all, that this poll was taken before Israel struck some of Iran's nuclear and military sites last week, and we are continuing to see escalation in that conflict there. But the timing of the attack was important, and some of the questions go on about that because it comes as the United States has held multiple rounds of talks with Iran regarding a potential nuclear deal. A sixth one was scheduled for this past weekend, but that was ultimately canceled after Israel struck Iran. But what do people think about the United States and Iran talking, a potential nuclear deal? What does that really look like?
A great question. I mean, as you mentioned, this poll was in field before Israel struck Iran. And while the majority of the public, 60%, supported President Trump engaging Iran directly for negotiations over their nuclear weapons, um, uh, frankly, 85% believe that Iran should not be allowed to obtain a nuclear weapon. And they want, 74% said that giving up their nuclear enrichment capabilities should be a precondition for any deal. So the public is actually quite hawkish when it comes to Iran policy because for many years they viewed Iran as the source of instability in the Middle East, and for good reason, right? I mean, this has played out over many, many years since the first Trump administration and all the way up until today. So when we ask some more difficult questions, like would you support or oppose taking out Iran's nuclear weapons in a military operation, 54% said support and 46% said oppose, without naming who it is, right? So they could have considered this to be the United States. And then we asked a further question and said if no acceptable deal with Iran is reached over its nuclear capability and nuclear weapons, should the administration support or oppose an Israeli effort to take out Iran's nuclear weapons program? And here, 60% said support. That includes 54% of independents, 78% of Republicans, and even 47% of Democrats. So as this war is playing out, the country is actually siding with Israel and supporting what Israel is doing in terms of removing Iran's nuclear capabilities and some other military capabilities because they view Iran as the main culprit of instability and death in the Middle East today.